Hey everybody, thanks for watching. It's the morning of the Better Golf Scoring School, and I'm here with Tim Yelverton, short game expert, and Ryan Carter, who is a touring pro. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Brendan.
Ryan, tell Tim and I, I'm kind of going to be a fly on the wall, but tell Tim and I, you had said to me that you always felt like when you were out at tour events and stuff throughout Asia, Europe, everywhere, Australia, that your ball striking was always pretty high, like on a level better than most of the other competitors you have, but you always felt like chipping has held you back.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Well, I think it really started, for me, it felt like when the groove change happened. And I don't know why, but you know, for years I grew up trying to take spin off the ball with old tour bladas and whatnot. Yeah. And as soon as the groove change happened, now all of a sudden I had to make a change to try to add more spin and just get more aggressive and swing faster, and I could never make the adjustment, especially on full wedges. Around the greens, it really affected it too, and then I started changing a little technique, and then it kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, I know that Ryan had told me he really felt stuck between different patterns.
Right.
Like you'll see, but you know, he puts his feet very close together, but then does some other things. He's got awesome hand-eye coordination, so he's figured it out. I mean, I've played with him. He's a good chipper, in my opinion, but maybe not at
just
that
like
insane level. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll start at contact.
Sure. And
everybody has their own idea of what great contact is. Some people prefer to brush the ground. Some people like a little bit of a divot. Some people are more, you know, they launch the ball lower, have a higher spin rate. Some players prefer a little softer, higher, more of a pitch shot style around the green. So I want to see your preferences.
Yeah.
I want to see sort of your tendencies, and then we'll just kind of look at your strengths that you have, and then we'll build on those, and then we'll see maybe where there might be a shot or two that we can improve, and make you a little bit more rounded. So anyway, go ahead and hit a few. I always ask players first, especially those I've never seen, just go ahead and hit 5 or 6 shots, medium height, right there to that red and white checkered flag, and just pretend I'm not here.
All right.
Yeah, Tim, Ryan's the one I was telling you, just to let the folks at home know, I was telling you about that on this course just 2.5 weeks ago, shot, what was on your own ball? 60. Shot 60 on his own ball. And I was asking him, I was like, well, how was your chipping? He was like, well, I didn't really have to chip.
Yeah, 60s don't require a lot of chipping usually. Yeah, if you want to look right here, Brendan, get a face-on view of Ryan. You know, he does a lot of good things. As you can see, go ahead and hit one more, Ryan. Please.
Low, medium, high? Yeah,
just medium. Okay. And then just kind of chill at address and just kind of hit pause. So he gets his head a little forward, has a narrow base, so both of those are going to increase his angle of attack and have him hit down on it. So he's going to be a little bit of a driver of the golf ball, if you kind of say. The balls are going to kind of come in a little bit lower.
Kind of what I want,
Yeah, and then let's go ahead and do the opposite of that. Let's go ahead and widen your stance a good bit. Open the face.
Further forward?
Yeah, a little bit wider.
A little wider.
There you go. Okay, all right, now go ahead and hit one from there. Nice.
Good morning.
So, and he made it. Okay, great. So anyway, so you can kill the
Win
camera
it.
and let's go ahead and go have breakfast.
Hold it out.
But no, so you could definitely tell on that strike how it brushed the ground a little bit more rather than dig in. Yes, right. It didn't dig into the ground. Both shots are fine. It just depends on the situation he's in. Okay. So from the standpoint of keeping you balanced, I would want to just kind of move. I want to make sure you still have that shot.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't want you to get too far down on this side of the extreme with being narrow, a little steep. You'll be fine hitting chips, the softer stuff, especially into the green, up slopes, those soft lies. Yeah, that's where you would need to make sure that you could adjust and be shallow. Okay, so you know, one of the things I do with a lot of schools and individual lessons, it's like, so the base setup would basically look like this. So you would want to get your shoulders hips, knees, and ankles all stacked on top of one another like this. And then depending on the shot, the low stuff you would be closer here, the high stuff would be much wider, okay? But basically, we're gonna be shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles like this. And then I'll let the player kind of determine if they want to be balanced 50-50 or if they want to go ahead and sit a little more into their lead leg, okay? So go ahead and hit a few shots, just a little bit wider base.
How's that feel, wider?
You know, it feels weird for chipping, but it doesn't feel bad.
Very nice. Yeah, very good strike there.
The contact's already better. Same, this is for the medium.
Yeah, we'll hit one more medium. And really what I'm looking for here, go ahead and just go back to address for me.
Okay.
So I want to keep the hands underneath the center of the chest, the joints stacked on top of one another, and that would be your base setup.
Sure.
Okay, and then from there, then we'll start putting in pieces, different ball positions, different club faces, stance width, even to start hitting shots lower and higher.
Right.
Okay. All right, so let's hit 3 balls here. Let's hit a low, medium, and high shot, all to the same flag. So for low, we're going to go
just a little narrower?
Yeah, so low, we're going to go narrow, ball back, face a little more squared.
Yeah.
Okay, this will be the low one. Okay, very nice. Now, let's get it more towards the center of the chest, face just slightly open, and just a touch wider with the stance.
And they sound great.
Very good, yeah. That's
and
awesome.
And he's hit 20-some balls here, and I don't see any dirt yet. I just see,
which is good.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for. We want all 3 of these shots. The ball is going to look very different, but we want the divots to look the same. We want the sound to be the same. And when a player can do that, when they can kind of go through the spectrum of shots, and all the divots look the same, and all the sound be the same, then you know that they've got a very good handle on all the shots. Yeah,
let's see your high one, Ryan. Then, so what are the high elements, Tim?
So high, he's going to be ball forward, much wider stance. The face is more open, obviously, and you can tell he's already doing this without me kind of saying it. He's already backed up away from it a little bit.
Yeah, and the handle's getting a little lower.
Which is another shallower, and his hands are a little lower. Yeah. So he's really putting in all the pieces here. And that's really good there, because kind of coming from where I would have said you were just slightly on the low end of the spectrum, not far off from neutral, but just slightly over here on the low side, and then to be able to jump in and hit that shot right there is really good. That's very good. So really what we just did, we just kind of ran through step 1 and 2. Always starts at contact, and then now we know contact's good. Now you're able to adjust to club speed and the loft you're delivering, right? So now the only piece that's really left is being able to assess a lie, and then adapt to it the first time, right? So we'll grab a couple golf balls. Let's go find
different lies.
Yeah, let's go find maybe some tight lies.
Well, we got tight lies everywhere.
Here's something pretty tight right here. Yeah, let's go right here. All right, so we got a nice tight lie. You can hear when the ball landed. So here, obviously, we want to increase our angle of attack, hit a little bit more down on the golf ball. So this one right here is much more, much more like you were playing to begin with. Okay.
Okay. But still a little wider than my normal.
Okay.
Wow, that sounded great.
1 foot, very nice. All right, let's go over here. Let's find a stall. See if we can get one to fluff. Yeah. All right, so you're sitting up in the rough, right? Fluffy lie, very easy to go underneath it. So here's where we're really going to use our base of support to shallow us out. So we're going to get wider here, maybe just a touch farther from it as well.
A little forward?
A little forward. I just want you to feel like you just brush it off the top.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, just barely underneath it.
Yeah.
Overall, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Club face maybe just a touch open for that line because the ball was sitting so high up. Yeah. And the two, probably the 2 biggest things that dictate our angle of attack are the resistance underneath the golf ball, okay, and then how high or how low the ball is sitting off the ground.
Right.
Like literally the earth. Okay, so that ball was, you know, at least 2 inches off the ground, and then there was no resistance underneath, so that requires a shallow angle of attack, which is going to have the ball come out slower, softer. So then you have to increase the speed.
Swing.
Yeah, so very easy to leave this one short.
Sure.
Just like the exact opposite, you hit it just a second ago.
Yeah.
Tight, firm, ball sitting really low.
Out faster.
So we have to steepen our angle of attack. Then that golf ball is going to come out low and fast. So then we slow down the club head speed to adjust and hit both balls. Both of these shots are about probably 15 yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to ask Tim is that I know that Ryan before, when he would lean the shaft in his setup, would have his feet close and lean the shaft, he would also open the face a lot.
Right.
It seems in these last few, as he's widened his stance, that not in this shot but all the other shots, that his face is not as open. So what is the connection between standing the shaft more up and getting it more stacked and then not having to open the face as much?
Well, they counterbalance each other, right? So when Ryan comes in and goes this way, he loses loft and he loses bounce. So then to counterbalance that, he takes the face and opens it. So he regains his loft and he regains his bounce. There's numerous, plenty ways to skin a cat, right? You know, there's lots of different combinations. We're all using the same pieces and they're all sort of pluses and minuses. So basically you just got to balance the scales for whatever the lie dictates, and then whatever shot you're seeing out here as far as how high, how low. Yeah, that's right.
Thanks for watching that, guys. If you're interested in learning Tim's method for the short game, everything from bunker shots to rough to standard pitches and chips, and just getting amazing impact on your pitches and chips, contact, that's what it's all about, go to BeBetterGolf.net/scoring and check out the Be Better Golf short game scoring system. On there, you'll see another lesson with Ryan and lots of content on exactly how to have an elite short game. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.